And we are joined by one of the best receivers in the NFL, Steelers Pro Bowl wideout, JuJu Smith-Schuster. Welcome to the Odd Couple, man.
What's up?
Thank you for having me, man. It's awesome.
How are you? So you obviously had some, good seasons in the past, but this year you really blew up into a star in the NFL. What is that like now for you? What's the adjustment been like?
It's been crazy, man. I never thought I would see myself where I'm at today within 2 years of being in the NFL. I still look up like, wow, like I still sit back and like, wow, this is really happening. This is really me. And, I embraced it. I took every opportunity that I get, and I'm, very grateful to where I'm at today.
All right, now I'm going to mess up everything because everybody says the Steelers on paper are this, that, and a bag of chips. And somehow y'all didn't make the playoffs this year, started 7-2. What happened, Lucy? How did that happen this year?
Man, we started off 7-2, and I think towards the end of our season, like after week 13, we fell short. We played against the Broncos. We had 500 yards plus, and lost that game. We lost the lead against the Chargers, lost our game at home, and I just think as it carried on, it kind of just led on to just losing games after another, and then we picked back up against the Patriots.
Win that game,
and fell short against the Saints, and then won our last game. And it came down to depending on another team for us to make the playoffs, which that's definitely not us.
Look, man, why is there almost always so much drama coming out of the Steelers? Whether it's Ben, Le'Veon, Antonio, you know what I'm saying? It's always other stuff outside of football. What's up?
Man, people call us the Kardashians.
Right.
Right. Y'all know that.
There's problems left and right. And those things, man, they're out of my control. I do what I can do for my team best as possible. At the end of the day, man, if we were able to keep Le'Veon, still have AB, obviously, and focus on the main goal, which is to win the Super Bowl.
Y'all would have been in the playoffs.
No doubt.
There's no doubt. Now, that's the thing I want to ask you about Le'Veon from this standpoint, which shocked me. It's one thing a guy holds out or whatever, is trying to get paid, and I hear all that. But when the other offensive linemen were kind of ripping on him or talking about Le'Veon, I thought that was like a taboo, like other players talking about another man and his money. Was that weird to hear?
Man, like I said, man, my second year being in that locker room, that's something I've experienced, that, I've learned. Just being there, listening to the whole the money side situation and how that works out with the owners. But those guys it's weird, but those guys have their opinion. Obviously, they've been with Le'Veon longer than me, so I kind of just sit back and just let it happen, just learn from what's going on.
Now, what's your relationship like with Antonio Brown? Obviously, he's the guy in the news right now. Is he going to be back? Is he going elsewhere? What's your relationship like? Are you guys talking now? You talking him through this stuff?
We got a cool relationship. And the situation right now with him, going through all that stuff, I stay about his business, man. Okay. He's a grown man himself. He has family. He's on vacation. So I let him be. Right now, I'm just focused on my campaign, how I can do better. But like I said, man, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's.
So you think, because some people are like, man, he wasn't there for the last game. It was essentially a playoff game. I don't know how he can go back in that locker room. You don't think there'll be any problem if indeed they want to bring him back, embracing him, all the players embracing him again?
I think eventually just time is going to heal over time of embracing him. But at the same time, I think when we come to our locker room, the leadership is going to be more involved, more pressed, and also just including him in all that.
It's the Odd Couple, Chris Broussard, Rob Parker. We're joined by Pro Bowl wide receiver JuJu Smith-Schuster. And JuJu, there were reports that Antonio was upset when you were named the offensive MVP. How do you take that? Have you talked to Antonio about that, or do you think that was true, or does that kind of put you in the middle of something you never, you know what I mean? You didn't have anything to do with?
Yeah, man. So, first things first, I didn't expect to win it. As a young dude, I'm just doing my job. For my peers to pick me as an MVP means a lot. And then I heard about the Antonio Brown thing later when people were telling me about it, from the media, and I was just like, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do what's best for my team. Obviously, they picked me, so I was very grateful. But at the end of the day, AEB, he's a great player too. Anybody could have won it on offense or defense.
What about the Super Bowl? Obviously, the Patriots 3 years in a row. I know some reporters and some people are tired of them going to the Super Bowl every year. Some fans too. But who do you like in this game?
I like the Rams. I'm taking the Rams.
You just don't want the Patriots to win, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I beat the Patriots, so I'm good.
Y'all beat them.
But I'm from LA. Yeah. I'm from LA, and I got the Rams winning 30-27, and I got Aaron Donald winning MVP.
So I got one more thing about the Steelers, and then we'll get on some other stuff. Some people are saying, Ben will be critical of his wide receivers and other teammates in the media. Does he need – they say that's what Antonio was upset about too. Do you think that this year going forward Ben will, not really put blame on guys and stuff like that? Is that something that needs to happen?
I mean, it's tough, man. You talk about a vet quarterback who's been in the league for like 15 years, Hall of Fame quarterback. I think he's able to criticize, his teammates. Obviously, it's not like he criticizes his teammates or media and then comes to the locker room not saying anything to him.
Okay.
He comes to the locker room. He talks to us. He talks to us individually from AB all the way down to, our players who are on practice squad. That's just how he is. That's how he is as a leader. So it's not like he's going out there talking bad and then coming back in the locker room not saying anything.
Okay.
So as time goes on, I think that, if he does, criticize, and if you can't take criticism, man, it's the NFL, man. It's professional. It's a job.
So you got no problem with it? You cool?
Nah, man.
And you're here on behalf of Verizon, so tell us about what you're doing with that.
So I'm working with Verizon, this thing called 5G. It's awesome, man. This technology is going to take over the future in sports. It's no delay. Man, I did this gaming thing where I was playing football, and it's the same as having it on, having it off. It kind of looks like a VR, but it's technically not.
Okay.
But it's something that's going to take over the future.
Now, speaking of taking over the future, you're from L.A.
You're a Lakers
fan.
Yes.
When LeBron came, everybody thought the Lakers were going to take over the NBA. What do you that's your favorite team, right?
Yeah, I've been a Lakers fan before LeBron. Growing up in L.A., Long Beach, I watched Kobe, I watched O'Neal, I watched those dudes do their thing, and when LeBron came, it was just icing on the cake.
Right.
It was nice, man.
So do you? Yeah, I was going to say. So you heard all the talk, obviously, with AD is Anthony Davis. Do you want them to trade the whole team for Anthony Davis? And when you hear all that kind of stuff, they went through a hard time. They got all of those top picks and those young players, and now you got to package them all up to maybe get Anthony Davis. Do you think the Lakers need him, want him, or would you like to see him in a Laker uniform?
It'd be great to see him in a Laker uniform, no doubt. He's a great player, great dude. But to trade your whole team, that's a tough one, man. But also that opens up, free agency for some other players that want to come back. Kyrie talking about wanting to play with LeBron.
Nah, he ain't talking about playing with LeBron.
So I'm just saying, Lakers.
Where'd you see that?
Let's just say it's out there. Let's just say that the West Coast is trying to become stronger, and it's tough, man.
So basketball, you love basketball. Did you play?
I played a little bit. I didn't play that much, just because I knew football was. They don't pay me out.
Right. No,
I ain't mad at you with that. All right, so quick prediction.
You gave us 30.
No, you gave us Super Bowl. I'm talking about NBA. Anybody messing with the Warriors?
Please. You see, since Boogie Cousins got in there, they're not going to lose.
Yeah, bro. That team is unstoppable. And like I said, man, that West Coast side, it's tough, man. That's an all-star team right there.
Yeah.
You take that team to all-star and you play.
That's legitimately an all-star team.
So LeBron, he's the one who he started it with the Miami thing, and they just one-upped them, the Warriors, right? Mm-hmm, basically.
Mm-hmm. Don't let him drag you in. Crazy. He will pull you in.
Pull me in, drag me in.
And you'll wake up in the morning and be like, what did I do?
What did I say?
On the headlines.
I wouldn't do that. No,
JuJu Smith-Schuster rips LeBron.
Right, no, me.
That's not all right, man.
I appreciate
great
that.
Stuff. Hey, you got a great future ahead of you, man.
And best
Keep
of luck. Continue.
Keep working hard, and we better see y'all in the playoffs next year.
For sure.
That was ridiculous.
All right, cool. JuJu Smith-Schuster. Thanks, brother.